Well, yesterday was a pretty swanky 1000cc V-twin mobile welding cart. Today, it's a little less fancy.
Buckle up your tape as I give you a day in the life of facilities maintenance.
So I'm walking down the hall the other day, and I notice this door isn't closed all the way. And I take a closer look at it, and I can see that somebody has bashed into it pretty good here. You can see the hinge plate has been knocked out of the frame, and you can see a split in the door itself. You can see a mark on the frame where something's run into it, and you can see where that something has caught the edge of the door. I think what we're looking at here is an accident. I think somebody unintentionally rammed the stage platform cart that I built last year into the door.
Nobody heard that. This is actually good news. I could see this little flange sticking out from the side of here before. I thought what I was seeing was the edge of this plate right here. That's part of the frame. But it wasn't. It was just these little spacers. So the frame is not damaged. The only thing that's damaged is the door, which is less work than it otherwise would have been. So I will put the hinge back on with the plates in place. And then these guys though, so frustrating with this modular. So those are wood screws.
You know, every time I have to repair something with this modular, I find something that's like, I shake my head at. Those are wood screws. There are actual machine screws that fit into these door frames. They're threaded. The frames are threaded. So they've gone and butchered the threads with these wood screws. The guys that built this thing, they just didn't care. And you can see why it'd be so easy for the screw to pop out once it's in there, because
It's not a machine screw, it's made for wood.
to it. Now, maybe they switched to that screw because of all these spacers, and so the screw that they're trying to use wouldn't fit.
Like maybe it was too short.
I don't know. But if that was the case, why not just get a longer machine screw with the proper threads?
I went and grabbed some proper screws for a metal frame. I lost 2 of these shims, took those out of there, because all I needed was 1 shim to create a flush surface. Even with 1 shim, it's still just a little bit proud, but that's just fine. It'll work fine like that. You don't want the hinge sitting way out. I have no idea why they did that. You want the hinges to be flush with the door frame, unless this door frame was framed in here so crooked that that was necessary to get the door to fit or align, but we'll figure that out as we go. Who knows, maybe I'll be putting them back in. But now I can work on repairing this door, which will be fun. I gotta try and get this, I don't know if you can see this here, but way inside there, that piece that runs up there, that's supposed to be inside this outer skin. We'll see if I can pry that apart, get that back in where it's supposed to, and then I'm gonna have to clamp this, a couple of C-clamps or something, compress that, and then tack weld this edge. Well, I've managed to straighten this piece out fairly well, enough so everything will be functional again. Give me a little bit of space to get this back in here. When I try and open this up, it wants to peel back even further, and I don't want that. So I might actually cut this. If I put a little cut in here, I'm gonna be welding this anyway. I can always weld that cut back together again. Yeah. I need to go get a better pry bar. Something that I can actually hook in there and pry. And I think I'll make a small cut right about there. I don't know if you can see me there. If I took the door right off and I brought it to the shop and I had it on its side, I could probably drive something like a small chisel up underneath here to start opening that up to give me a bit of an advantage. But I don't want to disconnect the hinges, the door closer, move a heavy door like this by myself with an injured wrist. So I'm going to be stubborn and I'm going to try and sort it out here, if I can.
It's like the door skin is thin enough to be bent out of shape when you run into it with something big and heavy, but it's thick enough to make it hard to bend back into the shape that it's supposed to be in. So it's fighting me.
There's got to be a way, right? I need to grab this and open that up. I need more tools. That's also the problem with these mobile jobs, is you never have quite enough tools on hand. You always got to go back for something more every time. Every time. Okay, I might be able to work that. Yeah.
Door fix?
Yeah. Yep.
Just a something somebody ran into the door and it.
Yeah, they bashed it with. Didn't I tell you?
No.
Yeah, I'm sure they ran into it with the
cart.
the big cart full of the stage platform pieces.
Oh yeah.
First I thought they damaged the frame as well, but what was, because there was something, a plate underneath there that was sticking out, turned out to be shims. The guys who built this had 3 shims under there. Don't know why. I took 2 of them out and now it's flush.
Yeah.
And they used wood screws, which this isn't wood. Last time I checked.
Yeah.
It's threaded. You need the proper machine screws, but so it just leaves the repair on here. So I got to try and peel this outer skin back over to get that over that inner piece like that. Then I can clamp everything together and then weld it back in place.
Great. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, no, it's gonna be so good. So good.
Oh, that's a good stretch. Look at you go. That's pretty good.
When I was young, this was nothing. I used to be able to do the splits when I was a kid.
Oh.
I was a karate kid.
Whoa. I'm still impressed.
Really?
Yeah. I am.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Almost. It's just this last little bit up top here.
We're getting there. I managed to get that inner skin in behind this curled over lip of the outer skin. So now that it is in the right position, I can go ahead and start straightening this out. I need to hit this or squeeze this fairly forcefully. I think I'm gonna have to get some kind of block in between here, because when I hit this, there's a whole lot of flex in the rest of this door. But if I just put a 2x4 block in here, that will provide the support necessary to be able to straighten this out.
How's it going?
Making progress.
Did you get that piece in?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, if I took the time and got some Bondo and did a bunch of body work afterwards, then it could actually end up looking really nice. But we're not going to do that, because I guarantee you that next year when they do the next production, they're going to hit it again. Hit it again, Sam.
So just happened?
Yeah, yeah. Set strike for Tarzan.
Well, that's fun.
Well, no, that's a beauty.
And we got a little video going on.
We sure do.
Love it. Okay. On to the next thing.
You got your list, I imagine?
I got my list. I got it. Go.
Let me bring you in for a closer look. Well, it looks kind of ugly right now. It actually came out pretty good. As far as alignment and compression and all of that stuff, everything's back together where it needs to be. There is this big dent there where they ran into it. I don't have the supplies on hand right now, so I'll just give it a quick touch-up paint and walk away. But I would like to come back to this with a little bit of Bondo, do a little bit of body work on the front of this, and clean that up a little bit better. Despite what I said to John about they're just going to hit it again next year, who knows, they might not, and I would like to get this looking as close to original as possible. And clearly that welding cloth is not all it's cracked up to be. Next time I'm going to get myself a piece of sheet metal, because that burned right through. Now, even though this is the wrong color, and at the risk of having people tell me that I'm colorblind, I'm gonna hit it with a little touch-up paint anyway. Well, while it sounds like a haunted house, once again, we're fire rated. I don't know if you learned anything or if I just made matters worse. Regardless, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.